Hey, it's been a while and I'm sitting outside, so bear with me because I don't have a fancy mic because I don't do these videos that often. However, I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta last night. It's season 14, episode 7, I believe. But I'm not talking about the episode. Specifically, I want to talk about branding and these ladies and missed opportunities and not utilizing the platform to the best of their ability and not taking full advantage of this opportunity. Because, like, and you see these girls, these ladies, not girls, they're women, they are trying, I guess. Some of them are trying harder than others, like Drew. Drew came on hot this season with her Drop It Like Drew platform business that she has allegedly started, which we find out she's just the face of somebody's existing business. Some lady in Chicago had a program called the 21 Day Program, which is a horrible name. It has no, it has nothing. Like, there's no hook, there's no catch. 21 Day Program of what? Anyhow, that's not what we're talking about. Well, we kind of are talking about it. And there's my new stray cat who decided to claim me as hit her mom. So anyhow, she left. But so Drop It Like Drew is Drew Sidora's attempt at a business on the show. So she wants to blow up, I'm assuming, make money from this. But Drew, you are not the right person for this. Because, and I'm not body shaming her because clearly I am fluffy and weight has been my challenge my entire life. So I understand the struggle. And Drew is a mom of 3. She's doing her best, I'm assuming. She had a mommy makeover that people couldn't tell the difference of. I'm not shaming her. I'm just saying this is about branding. That's not your lane. That is not your lane. Fitness is not your lane. I don't know what your lane is, Drew, actually. Because I know you're an actress and you sing, whatever. And I know people come down on Drew. I actually like Drew on this show. I'm one of the few people that likes Drew on this show. But fitness, it's not your lane. Like, or you just started a little bit too soon. Like, you should have started this once you had results. Like, take your before shots, but then come to us when you have results. Because as of now, Drew, you're not body goals. So, and that like leads me to Sanya. I mean, her name is Sonya, but Kenya has branded her as Sanya, and so the internet calls her Sanya now. Sonya has Mommy Nation, but Mommy Nation, I don't know if that's your brand either, especially from what you're presenting. You don't present like motherhood is your real thing. Like, you present you, and I know like Mommy Nation could mean so many different things. Somebody's rolling down the street playing loud music, but that could be your thing. I mean, I don't know what Mommy Nation is all about, but I feel like you should do Mommy Fitness versus Mommy Nation, because like here you are complaining on the show about not wanting to be a mom again. Like, you're not really into the whole mommy thing. If you get what I'm saying, I'm not trying to shame her as a mom either. I'm just trying to say that that's not her lane. Fitness should have been what she was coming in strong with. And speaking of fitness, that goes back to my favorite, who Sheree. Sheree to me is the most disappointing housewife, because day one she was talking about She by Sheree and fashion, how she wanted a fashion line, which to me, as a graphic designer, art director, designer, and a sister who went to fashion school, who designs and sews a little bit, it's always insulting to me when people say, I want to do fashion because they like to dress, but you don't know how to design, you don't know how to draw, you don't know how to sew. So why should you do fashion? But needless to say, Sheree, I'm certain with this platform, has had the opportunity, has been in front of different people who could have put her on to something. To something. Like, she had some samples last night, but it's like, and I know getting samples just from my sister's experience is kind of challenging, finding that right person to do your samples. and like sourcing it is challenging, but you've had 14 years and you've had this platform and you have this huge social following to get this done. So my question to you, Sheree, is do you really want to do it? Do you really have a work ethic to do it? Like, has Sheree ever worked? Like, did she work pre-Bob or has she worked after Bob? Like, has she ever worked? And I don't mean Atlanta Housewives. I mean, like, has she had a job? Like, has she followed through on anything? And I know they're like, well, she's a mom. You know, mom's the hardest job. I know, but, like, in a corporate setting, has she ever done anything, like, finished a project start to finish? Because that would explain things. But speaking of Sheree and fashion, like, again, I don't necessarily think that's the obvious lane for you, Sheree. Your body is fit. Your body is sick. You're over 50. You came in to drop it like Drew in these pants that you said were She by Sheree. Fitness is your lane. I've said this from day one. Even when Phaedra was doing Donkey Booty, I was like, Sheree should be doing fitness. Not focusing on fashion, but fitness. Because she's always working out and her body shows it. And that goes to Kenya. Kenya Moore hair care. Like, she was going strong a few seasons back when, you know, she came and bum rushed Marlo's event with her drummers and everything, which was totally foul. So, I mean, maybe it's karma that it's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not getting into that. But Kenya Moore hair care, like, but you're wearing wigs. And I know wigs are easy because that's primarily why I don't make videos every day, because who has time to do their hair every single day to look camera ready every single day? But Kenya Moore, if hair is your business, I would be flaunting my hair all over the place. I mean, you have hairstylists, don't you? Like, you have glam. You are wearing, and then you're wearing bad wigs at that. Like, I worked for a beauty care line. I'm not gonna say. She was a celebrity hairstylist. She did hair for Beyonce and a bunch of other black celebrities in Hollywood. And I worked on her. I was just a hired hand working on her product line. And I was like, if she can do it, why isn't Kenya Moore? Like, she has a bigger platform. This lady also had a reality show at one point, but this was after the reality show. And if you're up on things, you probably know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say her name. But it's like, her product was so bad, like, and then I was like, you are in the wrong lane, because you should be focused in on bundles, because you do weaves for Hollywood celebrities. But she had a natural hair care product, which I didn't like. It wasn't given. And she also had flat irons and brushes, detangling brushes. And I just looked on her page and she has a detangling product. Like, you still need to be focused in on bundles. That's your business. Products cost more to produce, I'm assuming, than just getting some bundles from India, Brazil, or wherever they get bundles. Or wigs, like, do a wig line. But we're not talking about her, because I'm not going to even say her name. But back to She by Sheree. Like, focus on fitness. And then she made the comment, I just don't want to do like a lot of people, just put my name on some stuff you get on, like, websites. But that's what you did with the Hydro Flask and the yoga mat. You put your name on something. You probably got it printed out at one of those sites. There's so many. Printful, Printify, Alibaba, you name it. It's so many different drop shipping sites that people are using and making money from it. So, Sheree, my question to you is, why aren't you? Like, why aren't you? And I know she and Kenya were boo-hooing about not having a team, which I call BS on Kenya, because Kenya, you clearly have a manager and you clearly have a social media person. So you have a team. And apparently Kenya Moore Hair Care is now in CVS and Sally's. Well, that's where everybody gets in those stores. Like, but it's just like, please figure out what your true lane is, like, and utilize it to your best ability. I know that they have that Bethany clause on Bravo, but it's like, Candy's doing something. Like, maybe Candy has it written in her contract, or maybe Candy paid the fee, because, like, paying a fee and the reward that's to come could be so much greater than just, you don't want to pay that fee, but it could pay off in the long run. Like, Sheree went out and built that big ass house and not start, and she didn't start that business, whereas the business could have paid for that house had she just started the business before getting the house. And then another thing, when she built that house, I was like, why don't you do interior design? Like, she like really like finesse that house, like do that. And then like another thing, and Marlo's trying. Marlo is trying with this Le Archive, which is misspelled, because you know it's like black businesses always feel like, ooh, I'm gonna be fancy, so I'm gonna make it French. Like, for some reason, the French have branded themselves as the epitome of art class fashion, like, which I beg to differ. I have this whole different feeling on Europe, but in the Eurocentric view of, you know, how they've impacted the world, but that's a whole nother story. But it's like Kenya, Sheree, Marlo, like let's focus. And speaking of which, like, Marlo and Sheree could have, instead of this BS storyline with Kenny's not a good friend, Kenny not a good friend, like, you could have very well have done parallel, like a competition almost of, I'm gonna get my fashion line together. Marlo could have worked with a designer, Sheree could have worked with a designer, and they could have like been, this whole season could have been about them getting their fashion and trying to like beat each other out. Like, that could have been the tension. Like, how dare she do fashion? I have fashion. How dare she? Her fashion's like, that could have been a storyline. But instead, producers decided we're just going to recycle old storylines from other shows. You know, I mean, I feel like that's all they do now on all these reality shows, recycle storylines that are stale, and people are up on it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about branding and knowing your lane. Because, like, just even regular celebrities, like B and A-list celebrities, don't know their lane. Like, Gabrielle Union has a hair care line. Why? Gabrielle, you're not known for hair. You're known for looking younger than you are. You're known for presenting younger, and your skin. Why don't you do a skincare line? Why hair? You're not known for your hair. And even like Taraji P. Henson, who has a healthy hair of hair. I remember seeing her in the airport in LA like years ago, and I was like, dang, her hair is bouncy. She had these bouncy roller set curls. I was like, yeah, but that's not what you're known for. Just to me. You're known, I don't know what you're known for. Being sassy? I don't know. But, like, know your lane and know how to brand it. Like, I will give credit to Drew for at least getting that branded up in that strip center empty store space. Like, I'll give her credit for getting it all together, but that's not your lane. And then it's Drop It Like Drew, a brand. Like, it's not a real brand. It's just a name. It's a catchy title. So although I know no one's gonna really see this because I only have 400 subs, 33 subs now, but it's like, somebody get this to them so they could take heed to brand. And I actually do branding. I do logos, and I help people think about what they're trying to convey to the world. I've been working in advertising for many years, and branding has become something that I do on the side. So hey, reach out to me. www.dinajackson.com. That's DENA, DinaJackson.com. And then check me out on Etsy at Culture Papery. And papery is spelled Paperie. So that's Culture Papery. Shop Culture Papery at Etsy. I'm going to drop the link in the description. All right, till next time, like and subscribe.